heard about 988? It's the new mental health version of 911. This crisis lifeline offers free and confidential support for when you or someone you know is experiencing mental health distress, and it's available to everyone, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 988 is part of a bigger initiative to transform our public response to mental health care. This 988 initiative provides crisis resources that are distinct from the public safety purposes of 911, and it works to separate emergency, medical, and public safety responses. Too often, people experiencing a mental health crisis come into contact with law enforcement rather than a mental health professional who is much better equipped to deal with these specialized situations. Now let's face it, calling 911 is often not the best solution for mental health related emergencies. Police officers have too much on their plate already and are not often the best resources for dealing with mental health issues. This can slow down vital treatment and sometimes can escalate unnecessarily. But with 988, you speak with a crisis counselor who is trained to use the least invasive intervention necessary. If additional help is needed, they can deploy mobile crisis teams or social workers in place of police or EMS responders. When you call the Crisis Lifeline, you'll be routed to the local crisis center based on your area code, where a compassionate, trained crisis counselor will answer the phone and listen carefully to your unique situation, and to try to understand how the problem is affecting you. The counselor will then provide support and share resources. If the situation is indeed an emergency that needs law enforcement support, the 988 operator will connect you to the proper resources. There are many great reasons to call the Crisis Lifeline. It's for anyone who's having trouble with emotional distress. It could be as serious as having thoughts of suicide, or maybe a substance use emergency, or just any kind of emotional distress where you could use to talk to someone. It's also appropriate as a place to call if you have a loved one who may need crisis support, or if you find yourself in a situation with a stranger or community member who's struggling and you don't know what to do. Help through the Crisis Lifeline is available in English and Spanish, along with interpretation services in over 150 languages. Specialized services are coming soon for veterans, LGBTQ individuals, and other groups. 988 is a national system that routes calls to local providers based on your phone's area code. In our Region 5 network, located in the coastal tidewater of southeastern Virginia, we have many residents who are transplants and military personnel who carry phones without a local 757 area code. If this is you, you can access the local Crisis Lifeline at 757-656-7755. Mental health is not a crime. So get on board with the new Crisis Lifeline. It's the new version of 911 for mental health.